Hi, this is Ryan, Caleb, DC Aikido Martial Arts. This is a video for week 3, the 12-week basic Aikido course. So we're going to review how to deal with an overhead strike. Very structured, very traditional. Overhead strike looks like this. Awesome. And again, nobody's ever going to attack you like this. At least I wouldn't attack anybody like that with an open hand. They'll usually be holding something. So this is what we're prepping for. So what we're going to work on is getting off the line, making that initial connection. Very similar to what we saw in week 2 with the jab, okay? Now, I don't want to get in the way of this strike because, again, Caleb's bigger and stronger than me. I don't want to have anything to do with being on the other side of that, which is why I'm getting off the line. I want to continue that motion, however. So it looks like this. And now that I've got his balance, got my hand here on his neck, thumb down so I don't slide off. Got his other hand right here. I'm just going to ease myself forward so that I continue with the unbalancing of Caleb, and he's going to take a nice forward roll. So this is what we call a throw in Aikido, right? Very relative term. We're not physically lifting somebody and expelling them away. It's simply unbalancing in motion, and that's what we're doing. We're throwing our opponents. Caleb's well trained in falls. Anybody who may attack you or cost you on the street most likely is not. So this could be really effective. All right. So let's see what that looks like one more time. Get off the line, connect. As you connect, unbalance, set up for the throw. In Japanese, we call this throw kite nage. It's a rotary throw, like the old rotary phone. All right, there you have it. Pretty simple. All right. Now, we looked at Nikyo in week 2, right? And what that was when we hugged the arm close to the body and took him down for a pin. You can get into that from this as well. Let's use this side too, Caleb. Easier to see. All right. We can get in that same pin from here. Remember, we won't go through the whole pin. You can go back to video 2 if you want to see more details on this. But one of the things I love about Aikido is you can access a lot of different techniques from different types of attacks, right? So something you want to start thinking about. Last thing we're going to talk about today, speaking of Nikyo, is a cross hand grab. All right, we've been doing same side grabs up to this point. So this is different because now Caleb's reaching across his body for the closest portion of myself to grab, which would be this side. So his right grabbing my right. We're going to work on a control, Nikyo, second control, specifically on the wrist. Here's how it works. Make a circle motion as you cover the hand so we can't let go. And you're going to rest your fingers right over top of the wrist. You notice Caleb's arm is in a Z pattern, right? It's important. I'm going to be putting pressure down and in. Down and in, bringing his arm into my center. Creates pressure on the wrist joint, right? It's very painful and easy to manipulate once you get into that position, right? And again, Caleb's being very cooperative here for demonstrative purposes. Getting into this won't be as easy, but we want to make this easy on each other so it's easy to learn. Now we have this good Z. I've got my fingers right over the wrist. Remember, I'm going down and towards me. Down and towards. Yeah. Using your center, not your arms. Some of it grabs you really hard. You guys training this for a while. You do this pretty quick, and you always use your center. It's not something you just use your arm with. Caleb's grabbed me really hard, and I just try to use my arm here. He can prevent me from moving. But as soon as I put my hips into the equation, yeah, now we've got some movement I can work with. Yes. So it's Nikyo, okay? Rep it. Practice that motion over and over and over on any friends who are willing, but be nice. All right, this is week 3. Right, overhead strike into that rotary throw kite nage, cross hand grab, Nikyo. Practice a lot. Till the next one.